Hi besties, my name is Angie, this is my channel, maybe I'll read today, and today we got another craft vlog out here for you. And today we're actually going to be crocheting a little bit because I haven't crocheted in months. I'm actually in the middle of like 3 knitting projects, and it's technically also part of another video that I may or may not post because it's been so long that I'm kind of sick of this video. Not this video, the other one. And I kind of don't want to like think about it or look at it anymore. So that might be one of those like lost archival footage kind of things. But this video we're gonna commit to because this is a much smaller project, so it's a little more manageable. And in this video, we're gonna be using this sexy little yarn that I acquired in Seattle when I was in Seattle. If you haven't seen that vlog, I'll put it up in the cards. Ever since I got this yarn, it's been kind of like haunting me in the best ways because I know it's gonna make a really comfy, cool summer top. And I just have been struggling to find a pattern to use so that I could make something with it. I was stuck between 2 patterns by edsfart. I think that's how you pronounce your Instagram handle. There is a high potential that it's actually pronounced edsfart, but I'm like 80% sure it's edsfart. But they have these 2 tops, one called the Coliseum top, and then they have another one called the Valla vest. So I was like totally torn between these 2 patterns. I think they're both very beautiful and very unique and very fun. So I went on Instagram the other day and I asked the powers that be which they thought would look better, and nearly everyone said the Coliseum top, the one with the horizontal striping. I hear you, I acknowledge you, and I thank you for taking the time to vote in my silly little poll. However, I think in my heart of hearts the right choice for me is the Valla vest. And so in this video we're gonna be making the Valla vest. So this video is part crochet vlog and part apology video because I'm not listening to 90% of the people who voted for the horizontal stripes. I'm so sorry, but unfortunately this channel is not a democracy. This channel is an Angiocracy. First step is to actually get the pattern. Second step is to do a swatch and figure out my measurements, and then we can actually get started. I don't know if I'm gonna record any of those steps because why would you want footage of me going on Etsy? I think I'll come back when I actually do the swatch so I can show you my vision and convince you how good this is gonna look. There's a child hitting a piece of metal with a stick right outside my window, and I love that for them and I love their joy, but wow, this is gonna be really annoying really quick. We're on the floor because my camera is still charging, so we're connected to the charger, the cable. Our options are limited. I finished my swatch and I hope you're starting to see my vision. This is obviously a very short panel, but with the panels being like taller to fit my body, we'll end up having like 1 stripe of this greenish color and then like maybe 2 stripes of the light blue, and then it'll keep alternating like stripe by stripe. I think it's gonna be really cool and sexy and fun and funky and fresh, and I hope you're starting to pick up what I'm putting down because we're gonna commit to this. So I'm kind of like ready to go. I'm ready to start. However, I'm trying to be more mindful about my like hand and wrist health. One of the issues with the vlog that will probably never see the light of day is that I was not taking care of my hand and wrist health, and so I had to take really long breaks because my hands were just in so much pain. So rather than jumping into this and finishing this in like 1 day, I'm gonna put this down for now. And that's that on taking care of yourself. Hi. It's 7 in the morning and I hate my bangs and I really needed to see you today. Really needed to show you the amount of progress that we made on this vest, because here it is. I actually did a lot yesterday. I did like 1/3 of the front panel, and then I realized that this shirt is looking kind of weird. It's like the proportions are kind of off, and realized that I did my measurements wrong. I recorded my measurements in centimeters as the pattern suggested, but when I was like casting on, I had done it in inches. So it was just like looking funky. So I spent all night unraveling it, recaking it, and we got to start over, which is fine. I mean, I'm glad I caught that mistake sooner rather than later, because I would have been so PO'd if I had finished the front panel and then realized my mistake. But what I will say is that this pattern is surprisingly a lot easier and a lot like quicker than I thought it was going to be. It's really satisfying to see it all come out. And I don't have proof, but the color changing is aligning with the stripes perfectly. I'm going to work on the reset today, and then I'm going to show you what I mean. And then you're gonna finally see my vision and we're all gonna be on the same page. It's been about a week, maybe even 2 weeks since we started this project. I've been kind of hesitant about doing an update because I'm not super sure. I'm not feeling strongly one way or another, but I'm also definitely not feeling confident. But this is my vision. This is what I wanted. When it's over here, I'm kind of not in love with the color situation, but that's not on me. That's on the ball of yarn that I bought, which looked very beautiful as a ball, but like has me questioning some things when I'm looking at it like this. However, when I see it like this, I'm like, yeah, this is a top. Even if I wasn't 100% about this color situation, I was going to continue to move forward, you know, like trusting the process, seeing where it takes me. But now seeing it against my body like this, I'm feeling not 100, but like 80. So it happened. I lost a chicken yarn run. Don't really want to talk about it because I don't like thinking and pondering on my losses. But this is a vlog. We're gonna talk about it. It's part of the journey. So as you can see here, this is the back panel. This is where I lost, right here. I have considered taking everything apart, redoing both the front and the back, replacing the puff stitches with like a cream yarn just for like a bonus contrast. While I think that might be a good idea, I also don't want to because I've made it this far, and also these puff stitch rows are like the bane of my existence. They look great. In my opinion, they just kind of suck to do. I don't want to relive that more than I have to. So I think my current plan is to actually like scour the internet to see if I can find this ball of yarn in a discounted price, because that's another reason why I'm a little peeved that I lost chicken yarn, because I bought this yarn on a very discounted price. And now to find another ball of yarn, I don't think I'm gonna get it at the same discounted price. So that's kind of what I'm grappling with this morning. In order to make myself feel better, if when I do get a second ball of yarn, I'm convincing myself that it will not be for naught, because I can use the yarn to do the remaining 10 rows, right? And then I could do like a cute little bucket hat. Are you seeing this vision? Is this vision making more sense to you? Or is this just the ramblings of someone who is still mourning the loss of yarn chicken? I don't know. I'm gonna go on the internet now. As you saw, I got the yarn that I needed, finished making the back piece, have this much left over. So great, so fantastic, so fresh and clean. I've pieced together my front and back panel. It's looking really great. I haven't sewed in all of the sides. I have this side left, mostly because I was lazy last night and I was sleepy and I wanted to lay down. But we can try it on really quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Cool transition. This fits perfectly. This is great. I'm having such a good time. I know that it seems a little cropped and like maybe even the neckline seems a little low, but that's because we still have to do like the border sections, and according to the pattern the border makes like 1 or 2 centimeters of height, so when we're done it's going to be like this tall-ish. And so I have been toying with the idea with using this as the border, but wouldn't it be kind of cool to have like a contrasting kind of situation? I think Edie does an example in their thing and I'll post it here so you know what I'm talking about. Now I want to sit down. I don't feel like standing anymore, but I got what I needed to show you. I have this little ball of white yarn. I think it could be really sweet to have a little contrasty situation. And I feel like this should be more than enough, but I guess we just have to fuck around and find out. So I guess that's exactly what we're gonna do. Karma has the sloppiest, wettest kiss for me, because I got the yarn that I needed. I tested out the border in a white yarn. I didn't like the contrast, so now we're going in with the same yarn. So this is what we're working with currently. Things were going well. I was having a good time. I'm excited to wear this. I'm already making outfits in my head. And then my crochet hook snapped. And I guess it is my fault because I got these on like super sale. They're not the most sturdy crochet hooks in the world. They're just made out of like shitty plastic. So we can't really move forward until I get another one. And yes, I already did order one. Yes, I have been trying to stop making online purchases. Yes, this is something of an emergency. So we just have to pause until we get it, and then we can get right back on track. Hi friends, I got my new crochet hook. Check her out, she's very lovely. 4.25 millimeters, glitter. And also I specifically chose a crochet hook that was like extra thick here so that it wouldn't be snappable no matter how hard I press against it. And imagine the comedic timing if I went like this and it snapped in half. That would have been fantastic. But it also wouldn't have mattered because my second thing to share is I finished my vest. I finished my vest. Are you looking at it? We did it. I could have done something on camera, but I went ahead and did the border for the bottom and the neck and the armpits. I sewed all the ends and all I really have left to do is to block it. I'm not gonna do the blocking on camera because if I'm being realistic, it's gonna take me another like week and a half to get around to blocking. Blocking is one of the more important but more like boring, tedious parts of like fiber art. So I'm probably gonna push it off until I really wanna wear this. And I think it's like the perfect summer top. I can't wait to like go to a lake or something and be able to wear this because this is giving lake. This is giving swamp in a lot of ways, but in a lot of good ways, in a lot of ways that I enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in the next one where we're gonna make pants. That's not a promise. I do really want to make pants though, eventually.